Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Blast the Process 4. I'm your host, Liz Star, and we have Flying Fox here for Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited with Knuckles.
Hello.
Hello.
And we've also got Alice for commentary.
Hello.
Uh, should we quickly talk about this fan game? Why is there no audio?
I think we're live. Yep, we're good.
We're live.
We are live. Hello,
Wait,
everybody.
We're live
wait,
on the internet.
Can they hear us now?
Yes, they can hear us. now.
Hey!
If you
I'm
can hear us,
sorry.
type PogChamp in the chat.
Please do your introduction again.
Oh dear. Okay. Hi, I'm Flying Fox, and I'm going to be running Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited for you. Knuckles and Tails. New game plus Glitchless.
And I'm Alice, and I also run this game, and I'm going to commentate.
Should we again talk about this?
Yeah, this feels way less natural the second time round. Let's go
let's
for
try
it.
again. Okay, so this is a fan game made by Ukrot, and I think this is a PC port based on Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So as you can see, it's in 16:9. A new mode has been added. We've got Knuckles and Tails. So yeah, if you watched Joey's run last time and saw what Tails was like, yeah, we're gonna probably have the same problems here. So I hope some of you have got your Tails smug emotes ready if you're sub to Argic. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to add to this. Probably not. I think we're ready to go.
Alright, count us down.
Okay, right. 3. Sorry, I'm laughing at okay,
All the
so...
Tails smugs in the
Yeah.
chat. This is amazing.
Oh dear. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, skip cutscene. Thank you.
Yeah, so
I'm
immediately,
gonna need it.
one of the good things about Air, you can skip cutscenes, which is amazing. Makes getting through like level transitions and things like well, it's like some can be skipped, but then some are like you speed them up. It's kind of weird. Also, different layout for the start of Angel Island 1 in Air. You have like an option to enable the air layouts, and they save a bit of time across the run. So we tend to use them in the speedrun. It's only the very start, like little bit though. Now we're in like the little mini boss waiting area. So this is kind of like caught up to where you would be if you were starting in the vanilla game with Knuckles. Also, I have to apologize if I get any commentary wrong, because I normally run glitched, so there are going to be times where it's just going to go in a different direction that I'm not expecting, so hype for that. So this is going to be like a running theme with the run as well, is the boss is not really threatening when you have hyper mode, as it turns out. So there's going to be a few bosses that are kind of not so much of a problem, but then some that could be a problem, but Tails tends to make them a bit more consistent.
Uh-oh. Hold on, I need to back up here.
Oh yeah, so immediately as well, that's another feature that you get in this game that you do not get in the original game, is you have a pause menu, and you can reset the act. So what Flying Fox has done there is she's reset the start of Act 2, and that's to set up a cycle for a platform sort of halfway through the level, essentially to give her like a preferable cycle for that. Because otherwise the cycles will be based on how well you did in Act 1, which, you know, it can be variable depending on how you do, and I think even in a best case scenario that cycle's not the best anyway, so... Just coming up after this tube here. Yeah, so you can see the cycle here, but... Oh, she's just bypassing it, never mind. Tails comes to the rescue.
Knuckles just didn't want to jump.
So that's going to be a thing that might happen at some point as well, is... Oh, actually, I'll be quiet for this then.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, for some reason, Knuckles just doesn't want to jump half the time on that level, and it's just so annoying.
Yeah, I think there's a potential issue that I've found with Tails, in that Tails, if you're too close to him, when you try and jump, like if you try and glide straight after, if Tails is too close, he'll try and fly if you're holding up when you jump, and then that's going to make him like try and grab you, and it won't let you glide. So another use of the reset act there, this time to make sure that you can get the super glide off that box. Hydro 1 going to take the top route. As with most Sonic games, the top route is the fast one. So you're going to be seeing that on quite a few levels. But then we're also going to be seeing, in some stages, routes designed just for Knuckles, and in some stages, routes not designed for Knuckles at all. But it's okay, because Tails can just take you there. They usually use Knuckles' reduced jump height to stop you going into paths you're not meant to go to. But because of Tails, you can just bypass that and fly into most paths that you want, so you can always take the preferable path when you're playing Knuckles and Tails. It gives you a lot of freedom when it comes to routing and deciding which way you want to go. So this is another boss that is just not threatening at all when you have Hyper Form. Normally those rockets that are flying around it would hurt you if you tried to just run into him, but Hyper Form doesn't care. Oh, another feature of Air, by the way, if you hold down jump during these score screens, you can make the score screen go much faster, which is a blessing after Sonic 3, because, you know, in the traditional game, you even have an auto splitter designed to remove those time bonuses because they take so long.
Made it to the cycle.
Beautiful. So yeah, that's the earliest cycle that you can get there with Knuckles.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. Hold on, I've got to wait for this. There we go. Enemy to get out of the way. Yeah, I do apologise if I don't talk much. This is really an intense game. It is so good when you speedrun it really well, if you know what I mean. And I really
yeah,
want to show
definitely.
off.
It's a game that requires a lot of concentration.
Also, wow.
Wow. Best sound effects in the game. So yeah, in Hydro 2, there's like two sections that are kind of like, they're not glitches, but they're sequence breaks. So you'll see Flying Fox, like, on a couple of occasions has like glided across the top of an area, and normally the level has like these big figure of 8 patterns that are like, you're meant to go all the way around them. But by gliding across, Knuckles can just say, nah, I don't care, and just go for it. Well, very nice with the vertical columns there as well. Those are on a global cycle, so the horizontal moving columns are on a screen-based cycle. They don't start moving until you get close. But the vertical ones like this, they're on a cycle based on when you started the level. So being able to make a nice cycle there is always good.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see some horizontal pillars here, and these ones are going to be based on when you get to them. So this is another boss that's probably slightly threatening if you're not Hyper Knuckles, but as it stands, Knuckles doesn't really care. Yeah, he's gone. He's dead. Also, I apologize if I'm delayed behind this stream. Just assume that what I'm saying is at the appropriate time and that I'm amazing and it'll be great. So yeah, Marble Garden is a zone that exists in this game. Although in Glitch now you can skip Marble Garden too, so it's very similar to playing it in the old game now.
I'm just gonna do the backup because that jump is horrible.
Yeah, so that jump is very tight. Basically, what she's trying to do is jump off of the slope, because if you just roll off the slope, you can't do a glide because you're not in a jumping state. But if you jump off the slope and go straight up, you can glide at the top, and that will let her grab onto the wall.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, beautiful, you got the perfect angle through there. So another thing about Air versus the original game is you can just go straight through those walls. Normally you'd need the blue spinning top in the old games, even with Knuckles, but in this game, all the characters can spin dash through, and Knuckles can just barge through like he normally does. So here as well, you can use Tails to just bypass the boss completely. Normally Knuckles' jump height would be a problem here, but I mean, you know, as you can see, Tails just dropping Knuckles right on top, perfectly done by Flying Fox. So Marble Garden 2 is going to be the first stage where we're going to see usage of Sonic and Tails' paths. Normally Knuckles wouldn't be able to go where Flying Fox is going to go, but thanks to having Tails, she can bypass that restriction and go to the boss for Sonic and Tails, which is preferable because the other boss is RNG and slow and horrible and everyone hates it. So instead what she's going to be doing is completing the level by the other path. And interestingly enough, there's an option in this game, because they figured that you'd be able to do that with Tails helping you. So there's an option in this game that lets you pick whether you go to, if you finish it through Sonic's path, which path you go into in Carnival Night. So you could actually go to Sonic's Carnival Night if you wanted to, after finishing the level with Tails and Knuckles by using the correct boss. Which I think is a kind of cool feature. She's got to be very careful not to accidentally glitch here, because
yeah, that happened
people
earlier.
drop through those spikes a lot, and it is a glitch technically, so it's completely useless, but it does happen and invalidate runs.
Come on, Tails. Here we go. I need Tails' help to destroy that for me. And just be on the safe side, I will... okay, Tails.
Yeah, so this is when you're traversing into Sonic and Tails' path, because usually Knuckles wouldn't be able to get to that button. He can't climb those walls either, the game won't let him, so... Yeah, we're now in uncharted territory for Echidnas. No Echidnas here. Except one, obviously.
I'm not sure what Tails is doing there, but okay.
I don't think anyone ever is, are they? Like, Tails just
Come on,
kind
Tails.
of...
Come on, Tails. Yes. Good boy. Get me up there.
Oh, he showed up at the correct time for once.
Oh. Come on, there you go.
Should probably explain super glides at some point. Basically, if Knuckles glides off of an enemy or a box, he can get the momentum into a glide and get really high, which is kind of sort of what happened with those bouncy enemies. It was the momentum from the spring. I
hate this boss.
Yeah, this boss is very fiddly. Ideally, you can jump on top of the boss, but it's a very awkward angle to try and do.
226 is not bad.
Yeah, it's a good time. Which is good. Nice and smooth so far as well. So here's another thing you can do in this game, which is if a ending cutscene is too long, you can just quit out and move on to the next level. Normally in non-New Game Plus runs, you just have your save file that you load, but for New Game Plus, on the leaderboard we allow picking the level from the level select. So long as you go to the one you're supposed to, then it's fine. Obviously you can't just, you know, finish Angel Island, go to Sky Sanctuary and end the level, like end the game. That's not quite how it works. Oh, lovely jump as well. So that's actually an IL strat that Fox is like half used there. If you like commit to that jump, you can get crushed, so it's always very scary to go for. So that's beautiful to see. And now she's going to get super glide off the enemy and straight up into the tube. Beautiful time for CN1. To put it into context, I think the IL world record for that is a 36 something.
6, yeah,
Yeah,
36.
Fox would have crossed the finish line at about a 38-39 there, so that's a really solid time.
No prototype music, sorry.
Oh, but the prototype music is so good. Bat me up here, chat. Okay, prototype music, other than Ice Cap, is very good. Because fortunately in this game you can pick and choose which levels you want.
What? The hell was that enemy doing there?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Okay. Okay. Okay, is this gonna work? Yes. Beautiful.
So this is a level that, in my opinion, is just infinitely more fun as Knuckles than it is as Sonic. It's a nice, short, snappy one, and you know when it goes well, it goes like really well, and it feels really nice. Like when you just get through the bumpers just right.
Oh, 44. That's okay, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I can't remember my
yeah,
times.
it's solid. Yeah, that's a solid time for this level. Like, because basically, like, if you're going for this in an IL, the middle section's almost RNG because of the bumpers, and you're never going to arrive at them at the same point, and things like that. So, yeah, like, anything sort of below a 50 is just a really good time.
One, two, three, four. Yeah, that's a time that there.
I keep getting thrown off by the fact you have to go for super rings. Like, I'm always like, wait, where's she going? What is she doing? Oh, and you can just go straight through those spikes. This is cheating. New Game Plus is cheating, I've decided, because all these really, like, horrible sections are like, yeah, I'm invincible, I don't care. I'm just going fast.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go fast.
Exactly. Super is, like, or
Right.
Hyperform, sorry, is conducive to
Where
fast.
is Tails? Tails is not with me, so let's do this.
Ah, yeah, so this is another boss you want Tails to drop you down onto, but if he's not around, it's faster to reset to checkpoint, and then Tails will appear. It does mean that she has to do the boss without super, but she doesn't actually need super. You can do this one just as fast with or without. It makes no difference.
Nope, no snowboarding.
So according to the chat, the stream currently shows the game as Billy Hatcher. And to them I say, yes, this is Billy Hatcher. What? I don't see the problem here. There was like things rolling around. There's things rolling around in this.
Ooh. Sorry. Okay, Tails, do not screw this up for me. Thank you.
So this level's horrible. There's a lot of sections where, like, if you hit either of those spikes, for example, you fall down and die. If you mess up in the section beforehand with that water, you fall down and die. There's just a number of sections where you can fall down and die. And it's a very, very nasty level.
Ooh. Please, Knuckles, jump.
But Knuckles isn't good at jumping.
Okay. Oh, early transformation. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so one thing with New Game Plus is actually a lot of the levels are a lot more nerve-wracking up until a certain point, because if Flying Fox gets hits, she'll use her rings, and in order to transform into super form, she will need 50 of those. You've seen her getting them from the super rings, but there's also the fact that you need to get them from rings in the stage sometimes, and yeah, if she takes a hit at any point, it can seriously slow down the rest of the run. So it's very, like, dramatic speedrun. Edge of your seat stuff. Oh yeah, this is a level as well, by the way. Anyone who watched the vanilla game, not as much of a level in that game. So Launch Base has a little different route that you can take because you have Tails, which is quite nice. It is sort of doable without Tails, it's just really, really awkward, and you'll probably lose more time than you'd gain if you don't get it right immediately. Everyone's sour pleasing, but I can't actually hear the music. Which soundtrack is this?
Normal.
Flying Fox. Normal. Can I get some love for the prototype from this level? I love it so much. I love the prototype from this level. Especially Act 2, it's so good.
I do like the prototype for this as well, but I just kept it with this.
Yeah, I think on launch base, Act 1, I think it's debatable. I think they're both good. Act 2, I just prefer the prototype completely.
Tails is
So yeah, she's gonna go... Yeah, so she's gone right here, and she's gonna use Tails to fly her up above those spikes. There is a way to get up there with Solo Knuckles if you, like, get a super glide off that enemy, but it's a very awkward angle to do it on. And then Tails helps to fly up here as well.
Oh my god, the potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah. Someone said that in your chat today, right? I can't get I can't hear it, but now I feel like I want to. I want to be in on the potato memes.
Wrong slope to jump off. There we go.
Ooh, unfortunate. That's probably the only cycle you have to worry about so much in this level. Is just those like platforms there. Sometimes you can just sneak in before they come together.
Okay, when I'm dropping, I have to make sure I'm holding no inputs, because last time I was holding, I don't know, was it left? Knuckles went into the ground and zipped, and I went into the loop back area. Yeah, I have a clip of it.
Ooh. So loop back area, you say?
Yes, ever since that happened, I've been very careful.
Okay, Ben, Cresm, get on it, okay? Skip Launch Base 2. Make me the most sad person. Launch Base 2 is my favorite level. I don't want that to be skipped. So yeah, Launch Base 2 is... I mean, I just said I love this level. When it goes well, it's just incredibly smooth. And the only real downside for Knuckles, I think, is the boss. But thanks to Hyperform, it's not going to be a problem. Oh, yeah, getting the super ring. Again, my brain just immediately thought, wait, why is she turning around? It's for the super ring. These tubes are weird. That's something to talk about. Like, sometimes you can get it where, like, Knuckles is, like, visible in the tube. I think it's if you go in really efficiently.
Ah, I did get the jump. Never mind.
Yes,
I got it
very,
earlier.
like... Yeah, there's a very kind of like precise jump here, but you can essentially go right the way over past where this frog is, and then get straight into this section. Also, the water like goes like up way like faster in this game. God, I couldn't talk then. The water goes up much faster in this game compared to the old ones, so you don't get the cool looking no water but water background effect like you do in the old game when you go really quick. So coming up, you're going to see exactly why I'm jealous of New Game Plus, because just look at this. Do you have any idea how awkward it is to do this boss without super? And yet here we are. Oh, actually, that's a really cool feature of Air as well, is you can turn off super form. So you can see when the ring, like when Flying Fox's super, the ring count's going to count down, and if she drops below 50, she can't retransform. But thanks to this game, you can press the super button again, and then you turn off super to conserve your rings. So when she doesn't need to be in super form, I keep saying super, I know it's hyper, but I say super, I'm sorry about that. If you don't need to be in hyper form, then you can turn it off and save those rings. Very handy. Beautiful strat with the boss as well, getting a lot more hits than you'd be able to without hyper. So she's going to be able to finish up the boss on the first hit of the second phase, which is normally you'd only be able to do it on the third hit of the second, or third or second hit of the second phase, but you can't get a first phase one, as far as I'm aware anyway. If someone's better than me, they can tell me otherwise. Go for it. On to Mushroom Hill.
Yeah, I'm going this route because Knuckles spin dash. I tried doing the other route and I keep messing it up, and yeah.
Yeah. So top route in this level, you only get one shot at with Knuckles because you have to do a super glide off of a fire shield box. But the issue is as well that on top of doing the super glide, you have to do it off of a mushroom, which requires you to jump on like within a like very tight frame window of when you land on it. Because normally you get sprung off of it and you can't glide. So you have to do a jump off the top of it. And there are 2 enemies flying around as well. Or you have to do a very precise slope jump. Either way, it's a nightmare. Lovely move inventory there.
Yeah, I'm just sticking to what I best know.
No, absolutely. Consistency is key.
Come on, Knuckles? I mean Tails, sorry. Can you come down? There we go.
Yeah, so Tails can get a couple of extra hits here. Because of Knuckles' jump height, Tails can jump up and just get a hit or 2 before the boss drops down to Knuckles' level, which can be nice. It's a teeny tiny time save, but it's just nice to have. And like, this is one of the bosses that really frustrates me personally, because they put an item box right under where you kill him, so you always have to wait for the item box to pop up with the flag.
That's okay, game. That's not supposed to do that. That was weird.
Oh yeah, this chicken is the worst. If this happens, then he just blows you back. It's like a big time waste. That's like the chicken that the one that Argic was voicing is based off, right?
I guess.
The weather chicken. I know it's in Mania, but it's like in Mania it's based off of that, right?
Yeah,
So,
here it is.
how could you do this, Argic?
Argic, I blame you for this.
Yeah, how could you do that to Flying Fox?
I thought we were friends.
Honestly, speedrunners these days. So here's another small change from Air that I didn't notice until quite recently, in that someone told me. Those pulleys are like much faster in Air than they were in the old game. Like in the original, it's much faster to climb up that wall, but in this game it's faster to just grab on. So this boss is again not much of a threat when you've got high perform. You can not only can you get all of the 6 hits very easily at the start where you sort of walk through the boss like that, but also you can just completely outrun him on the ground as well, which is normally much more difficult. So Flying Fox is going to skip the cutscene again because the one for Flying Battery is just incredibly slow, very long-winded. And no as intended, sadly, on this level. It literally is as intended this time.
Oh, I love doing that.
Oh, that's lovely. Getting through that section under the level is just... I mean, there's a glitch that skips it now, so I never usually have to worry about it, but I have memories. It's not a very nice place to be under there.
Oh, that's the worst timing. It only cost me a second, right? That was weird. I don't know what he was doing there.
Yeah, those cycles are annoying. Like, sometimes it just completely bogs you. Oh yeah, actually, someone's just mentioned as well in the chat, there is no super music, because you can choose whether you have no change for super music, or if the music speeds up, or if you have the super music playing. It's kind of cool. Lots of options.
I mean, do you want to hear the super music going on, looping and looping?
Yeah, anyone who's ever run a good ending category in a Sonic game can attest to how annoying that the super music gets.
Also, I kind of like this sped up.
Yeah, I think most the
most come
things
on.
in most of the soundtracks in this sound really nice with the speed up.
I hit that
so
capsule.
Close. So close to the swag.
God damn you, capsule!
So this boss is trying.
It's something, yeah.
He's going for it, you know, he's really going for it. This was his big day. He got to take on Flying Fox on stream, and I hope he's not too disappointed.
No slope glitch, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no slope glitch here. Which again is messing with my head that you didn't go for slope glitch. Like, but how do you click through the wall without slope glitch? I don't understand.
No, no. Please, Kate, don't do that to me.
So it sounds like you were very close to being crushed.
Oh, game, please, my heart. No
Yeah,
bully.
so someone sat down and thought, what's the most evil thing we can put in a Sonic game? Oh, it's a narrow space with a crusher and spikes on the walls. Yeah, that'll do it. That's the worst thing. That one, fortunately, I found out is screen-based. So as long as you get there and just do a spin dash straight through it, you'll always get through. Which is good, because I used to be so afraid of that.
I'm not taking any chances.
Yeah, so important thing to note about Hyper Knuckles, or any like hyper form in this game, is that being crushed is one of the few things that can kill you, along with falling off a cliff or drowning.
Ooh, okay.
In fact, can drowning kill you? I don't even know if drowning can kill you.
I don't know, never tested it.
I'm sure it must kill you, right?
I don't know.
I don't know, someone in
Maybe.
chat, can Hyper Knuckles drown? Drowning
I know-
can't kill Hyper.
It
There we
can't
go,
kill,
cool.
and I can't kill Hypersonic, so okay, fair enough.
Information has been filled in. There we go. I've learned something today. But yeah, in a level with a lot of crushes, this is like probably the worst place for Hyper Knuckles to be. So here we have the laser section, and laser skip is, one, it doesn't work in this game, and two, it's not allowed anyway, I think. Is it allowed? Is it in this game? I don't think it is. Either way, it's not allowed.
You see
So-
this laser here? I actually got Tails to glitch through it somehow
really?
earlier. I don't know how I did that.
So if Tails clips out of bounds, is it a glitch? Do you lose your run because Tails clips out of bounds?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can also see that Fox has ended her hyper form here as well to save up rings. She doesn't quite have enough to go hyper again yet, but there's tons of rings in this section, and it's just an auto-scroller, so she can spend a nice amount of time just collecting them. She's already back to 50.
Okay, fine, Tails, you can lift me. Go do it.
Also, good game design corridor is still here. That little cubby hole. So this is what I was talking about earlier, because Fox jumped and tried to start like holding up to go up the wall, but Tails thought, you're pressing jump and up, that means we're flying now. And that actually disables your ability to glide. So this boss normally is a very awkward strat that you have to do if you're not invincible. The Flying Fox is invincible, so goodbye Egg Robo. Try again next time.
God, it's hot in my room. Speaking of hot, hey, Sinoculus.
So, Sandopolis. We're only going to see this once. I have to remind myself that. This level is like almost entirely based on cycles. There's just tons of sections where there are different moving pillars and platforms that you can already see, and they're basically going to determine how fast you get to go. There's a very early cycle that you can get, but it's honestly horrendous. This one that she's just gone past here, you could be a cycle earlier, but it's a very, very difficult cycle. Also, these like brick walls here, these are like Knuckles only paths. So even if Sonic and Tails could get away to like spin dash or fire shield into them, they've been designed in a way that that wouldn't normally happen. But even if they could, they can't break those. So when you see Flying Fox go through one of those, then she's in a Knuckles only area.
It's okay. You can go this way.
Yeah, that section is frustrating. Sometimes you just end up on the wrong side.
It's fine. We do not need Hyper Knuckles for this. And I got to the boss room, pyramid, whatever, at the usual time. I usually get to there, so it's fine.
Yeah, 117 is a very solid time. And now we're going to see another boss that tries his best, but doesn't really get very far at all.
I was kind of hoping to have more than 50 rings, because usually what I do in my speed runs is taunt him by cancelling
Oh yeah,
and
you got 11.
transforming. Yeah, that's a shame.
Unfortunate.
Oh well.
But yeah, here he comes. He's trying. He's trying his best. Oh, he might get you this time.
Nope.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Just one more jump. Ah, better luck next time. Also, sub 2 minutes. Very nice.
Okay, I actually remembered to pick the right option.
Yeah, so if you do last checkpoint there, you replay Act 1 as Act 2, and that's actually faster in the glitched run for Knuckles. But obviously it's not allowed in this run, so... Well remembered, because that's the kind of mistake I'd make.
Oh, didn't get the jump there. Yeah, I just remembered I had to slow down for that.
Yeah, so... there's just a bit in this level where you can drop
I'm not
through
taking the
floor,
chance. Yeah, I'm not taking the chance there.
and if you do it, it's a glitch. So try not to do that. Try not to have the floor just not function. This is where the infamous loop clip is in Stando 2, but you don't have to worry about that in Glitchless, which I think is like lovely, to be honest, because for Knuckles is very frustrating. You don't get the lightning shield strats that you get with Sonic. Also, you can see Knuckles' climb speed is drastically increased when he's in hyperform. Normally the fastest way to climb is to re-grab the wall, so jump and hold it up and jump at the wall. But when you're hyper, you just hold up and you go incredibly speedily up the wall.
Okay, I don't know where this is. Okay, it's there. Right. I was just being careful because I really don't want to get crushed. I mean, who does?
Yeah, getting crushed through the doorways seems like a bad time.
I hate that.
Also, cat boo stage.
Yeah.
Ah, Knuckles' jump height. Rip. So yeah, into another Knuckles only path.
Oh, nice. Nope.
There is going to be a section in this level, however, where Flying Fox is going to go up into Sonic and Tails' path, which I think is just here, yeah. So she could either fly with Tails, or she could do this spin dash, which is also what Glitchless would do in the vanilla game. Knuckles can just about, if he goes off of that slope at the right point, can just about sneak up onto Sonic and Tails' path, which is considerably faster than what he has to do otherwise. So, yeah, here's another boss that you can kind of stand in. For Egg Robo.
So it's just really hot in my room.
Yeah, it's warm, isn't it? It's really muggy tonight.
Oh, I hate it. Speaking of hating it, I hate this level. It's Knuckles.
Lava Reef 1. So, what I'd normally say is that this is damage boost to the level, and that you can skip a lot of the things that are a problem in this level by damage boosting. However, Flying Fox wants to get super, so she can't take any damage, and this is basically just a complete hallway of floors that hurt you, barriers that hurt you, spikes, enemies, crushes.
Ooh.
Like that one, for example. Beef is good, okay. I'll agree with the lava beef people in chat. I'll get hello. Have you apologized to Fox for messing up Mushroom Hill yet?
Fuck. Shoot.
Oh, very close.
No! No! Oh, I don't know if I can do
unfortunately, losing her
this.
rings there. It's okay, you got this.
No, I don't think I have enough rings.
It's alright, you can get ringless. I believe in you. You got this.
I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, I'm not gonna do well here. And I have no idea where Tails is, because...
It's okay. You got this. Oh, Tails is behind the lava. This happens sometimes.
I don't know where he is.
3 hits in the
That's
first phase
really...
of that as well. It's okay. You just miss out on these. You only have to kill the hand, right? So it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, yeah, that really messed me up. Tails being in the background there. So that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, this happens sometime. Not entirely sure why, but it's, as you can see, very frustrating. Tails is showing off that he can just swim through the lava. He doesn't have to care.
Oh, nice sub-pixels. Now I think the cycles are off. Oh no. No. Should be okay.
So, Lava Reef 2 is another level that has a lot of cycles, and it has a lot of flame jets. So, having the fire shield is like very, very advantageous. Once she gets to super form, she won't need to worry so much, but keeping fire shield through the start of this level is very important. It lets you bypass a lot of the sections like this where you'd have to wait for the fire. Just through there. So, oh, very close. So yeah, the point you just passed with the checkpoint there is the last place to pick up a fire shield. But fortunately, not long after this, she'll have enough rings to go hyper. So now, fire shield is no longer necessary, and the spikes are no longer threatening.
Oh, Tails!
Oh, what's Tails done?
Oh, completely messed up my shortcut.
Oh, yeah, sadly Tails. Sometimes if Tails pulls you too close to a ledge, you can just kind of fall off. But it's fine. The run will continue, regardless of Tails is interfering. And Tails is no longer used, actually, I think.
Nope.
Now we're into Hidden Palace, which is the shortest level.
Right, let's
Very
hope.
nice.
He's good to me.
Yeah, so unfortunately, the final boss in this game is RNG. For Knuckles anyway. So yeah, it's all going to be down to whether he drops down and faces Knuckles, or whether he turns around and zips across the screen. So this is facing Knuckles, which is good. You can get multiple hits there. And that one is sadly the other one, so you can't get as many hits, but Fox still getting it in 3 sections, which is perfect. Now onto the second phase. It's going to be RNG between the boss firing projectiles at you or swooping down. You want the projectiles because that will mean the boss will lose power, drop down, and you can hit him. If he does the swoop, he just wastes time. So Fox is going to get 5 hits on this first section, and then 3 on the next one. So that's a swoop. Sadly, 1 swoop. No more swoops? Hopefully.
Okay, time's coming up.
Yep, time's going to be when the screen fades to white.
Time.
GG.
GG. Very solid run.
Yeah, really solid. Well done.
Yeah,
Top
that wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad.
Look, I have this high standard of myself. I can't help it. I know it's bad.
I get that, but you did very good. Very entertaining.
Yeah, really, really solid run. honestly. Like,
Ah, thank you. What was my time?
A 40:57.
40:57.
wow.
Wow.
That's
my
so
time.
good.
My time's a 40:30.
Yeah, that was like almost PB pace. That's sick for a marathon run.
If it wasn't for a couple of things, I could have beaten that. Never mind.
Well, you got to get back on the grind then. Get back into the.
Well, I have
playing
to,
it.
because I'm going to be playing this again at ESA.
That's
in
the thing.
about...
Only
Get
Flying
that sub
Fox-
40.
Yeah.
Only Flying Fox would nearly PB and then go, it was okay. Oh, you know. I didn't get world record, so it's not amazing.
I can't help it.
Sorry for teasing.
That's okay.
Very good run. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we move on?
Yes. Ben, stop. And Crescent, please stop breaking the game. Just stop.
Every time I PB in this game, they find a new glitch, and it's not okay. I can never stop grinding.
Excellent. Thank you both so much. Great commentary, amazing run. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give Flying Fox a follow. And yeah, you said you're running this at where? ESA?
ESA.
It's
On the
exciting.
28th, yeah. So I've got to keep grinding for this.
So, yeah, there's another thing for y'all to check out in the future. Don't go anywhere though. We're getting ready for the next run. I am unbelievably excited for this run. Next run is Snulf with Duwolf. So don't go anywhere.
Snulf.
We'll be right back with some good old Snulf. It's a lovely day for Snulf.
Let's go, Snulf.
Snow.